Alright, welcome back to Toy Chest Quest. Thanks so much for checking out this review. If it's your first time at the channel, we do a lot of toy reviews. We do toy hunts mostly. Then sometimes we bring the stuff back and I talk about it. So this week I'm talking about the Incendiary Trooper from the Mandalorian. I was lucky enough to score this recently at a GameStop. I was very happy to not have to overpay for it either because I have a GameStop membership. It's like Game Informer or something like that, I think. And if you pay them $15 a year, you get these things where every month you get a $5 coupon to spend online or in stores at GameStop, and you get other coupons as well. So far, I found it highly worth the money. Now, I don't know how much longer GameStops will exist in this world because it is a constantly changing business model. Now they sell a lot of toys and collectibles, which is cool, and I really like. Physical games, less and less, as much as people like me like to collect them. They're still one of those things you don't see a whole lot. And I'm going to go ahead and cut the bottom so I can easily recycle this. And the tape on the sides. This is what I've been looking for a little while. I love this flame effect, and I'm looking for all the troops I can get for my photography stuff. Especially Mandalorian stuff. I'm really excited about. I hope these guys make another comeback this season. But we'll go ahead and take a look at the box before we take a closer look here. You can see it's packaged real nice. The side, you've got the Mandalorian color, which is kind of a fiery orange. And the description, which reads, Incendiary Trooper armor was exceptionally heat resistant and bore red markings in order to indicate their speciality. Very neat. Yeah, and it's kind of like a lot of the troopers now, little paint will be a little roughed up, which I like a lot. It makes it look a lot more realistic. Maybe sometimes I feel they don't take it as far as I would like, but I think overall it always looks really good. Alright, like always, we break down our cardboard to be recycled, and these Star Wars Black Series containers are awesome because they make it very easy to do. Alright, so that's what it looks like in the plastic. Alright, let's take a closer look. Alright, I'm going to get the figure out of the packaging now. Take a closer look here. I noticed right off the bat that this is attached to here. You can see. So be careful when you're pulling that out of the packaging. Luckily, they give you enough wiggle room, it feels like, to where you're not going to rip it off, I don't think so. But right off the bat, I love this figure a lot. I mean, let's talk about this little red patch that's attached to all this backpack. I don't know how... The backpack looks a little tricky to get off, but I'm not taking it off, so that's okay. The flame effect looks awesome. Let's just take a minute to look at just this. I mean, that is really cool. That looks great. It's going to photograph well. I use these little lights that have a flame effect to them. Little bonus tip here. It's this Aperture MC light. Yeah, but it's got all these different effects, one of which is fire. So what I do is I will crank this up, and then I put this underneath of anything I want to look extra fiery. You can see just when that photographs, oh, it photographs really cool. And then again without, still looks pretty good. Then you hit with just a little bit of light like that underneath of it. Boy, that just makes it pop. And these lights are pretty inexpensive. As far as lights go, LED lights, I think if you're a photographer of toys, I can't recommend this one enough. Alright, let's get back to the figure. So I definitely want to plug this in. We're going to see what this is like. Oh man, I'm going to have to do this a little carefully because, okay, yeah, so you're going to see here, it's got the little sparkers here, which is neat, and there's a little thing. This is specially built for this, which is okay. I'd kind of hoped it would fit on other guns, which I am going to still try, but I think... Oh. Yeah, boy, that is cool. Look at that. Put together. Gosh, the two cables. I love that there's two cables here. I think that adds so much to it. You can see there's two. Man, that adds so much. I love that. Okay, we're going to go around this way. Try to get this gun in here. Oh, yeah, there we go. Definitely a two-hander. Oh, that's awesome. Yes. And it's got the articulation you'd expect from a stormtrooper. They always have the armor on the side, so it's kind of hard for their arms to go much higher than, you know, what I like to call the penguin, which is kind of like a shrug. Yeah, this is great. Let's see what he looks like now with the fire effect underneath of him. So, got our LED light here. Yeah, you can see how much this little light pops that. Just, let me stand here on his own. Yeah, look at that. That looks so cool. What a great figure. You can see just so much detail. Really cool. Yeah, I'm really excited about this guy. And this light has a nice little pulse to it too. And I always like to tell people, in the age of digital photography, something like this is really nice because you can just keep snapping. You get different fiery levels and effects. It's very natural, realistic. You can even angle it up. That way you're getting some of it on him too. Let's see, zoom in there. I'll show you what that looks like. See how cool that is. See what it looks like. No light. Still beautiful figure. Then you just get something as simple as this and just boom. There, you got a great photo. Just take this still right from this image. Love it. Yeah, I was very excited because I've had this light for a long time now, and I've used the flame effect. If you're following me on Instagram, I've used it in the flame effect on my Darth Vader photo that I took of my Darth Vader Hot Toys, and I'm pretty sure I used it in the picture I took of Cable when he's with the child. It's a real go-to for me. I think it's really effective. Like I said, this light is one of my favorite things ever that I own. I actually have two of them. I have one I'm actually using to light this video right now, which is funny. And I've got a big ring light that I use overhead for everything. So that's my setup if you're curious. Might as well tell you while I'm reviewing this little figure. And the legs, you know, you're going to have, you can't do a split, but I don't know how much of a split you're going to be wanting me to do anyway. Let's go ahead and turn this fire off. The legs, I love this little rough paint. That is so fun. They bend back. That ankles. You can kind of do like a little whoop-boo, whoop-boo, whoop-boo. I don't think that's a dance. Don't quote me on that. Then like they can't really sit. Well, I guess he could sit if you wanted him to. Yeah, he could sit. Okay, good. He can sit and yeah, see, very good. Helmet. I don't know what head is underneath there. That was a whole thing with one of these other figures recently. There was a blank head. Everyone was kind of losing their mind about, and yeah, looks like it may be the same case here. Just like some kind of plain white head. I don't know. I'm not taking the helmet off or anything though because I think it looks fine as is. Very happy with how this figure turned out. Sorry, this blurriness is all over the place. But yeah, I think this figure turned out really nice. I'm really happy with it. I've gotten a few troopers lately, and honestly, I find a lot of variation in them. I got some of the holiday troopers, but of course there's a lot of variation in those. They're very different, but I like the flame effect, this guy's backpack. You see there's a little Empire logo even on the back there. Little details I like. Yeah, I always like the little stuff. Very neat. I like this guy a whole lot. I'm very satisfied with the way this guy turned out. Very good figure. I think Hasbro really did a great job with this one. I love this fire effect. I think this is unique to this figure because it does fit around the little gun, which I showed you was pretty cool. I'm hoping it'll work on some other guns that I have, but if not, it's not the end of the world. I'm mostly just going to use it for this guy, who has such a cool look. And I feel like if you're looking to add some cool, unique troopers, you know, you're a big fan of The Mandalorian. I've been digging Season 2 a heck of a lot. I hope you guys have been too. I'm really excited to see where it goes. It's getting really big, I feel like, in scope, so anxious to see. I mean, Season 3, 4 down the future, they're going to get really wild, I think. I can't wait to see. I mean, I think we could see some really wild characters show up. Personally, I will die if Hera and Chopper from Rebels show up. Those would be the ones I would want more than anybody. Even more than anyone in the original Star Wars trilogy. Those are two of my favorite characters of all fiction. And I think that it'd be really cool for them to pop up. But yeah, I think you should get this toy if you want it. If you like Star Wars, you're a fan of The Mandalorian, you just want to add a little extra action to your shelf, because I think this is cool. I think like you could have like, you know, you can have someone deflecting this with a lightsaber. You can have Baby Yoda doing the magic hand thingy where he's blasting it up, you know. There's a lot of fun possibilities with this toy, so it comes highly recommended from me. Thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe below. Tell me what you think of this figure. Have you picked it up? Were you lucky enough to find it? Because, boy, it took me a while. GameStop was where I found it. If you've seen my hunt video where I got this guy, you'll see I was very excited and just grabbed it almost right away. Very excited to finally find one of these guys, though, just because some of this stuff has been really hard to find. I've had much better luck on the internet than I have in stores this last few months, at least. With the holidays, I think, picking up, people were just snatching stuff left and right. So, very happy to get this. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys really soon.